In the world of online content creation, drama and controversy are not uncommon, and former Twitch streamer Destiny recently found himself in the middle of a heated debate with his longtime business partner, Dan. The debate centered around a copyright claim that was made by Adin on a video that had been uploaded to HasanAbi's channel.
Manages to be dumber and dumber every single day. It blows my mind how he has become even stupider than before.
What does a fascist mean?
A far right authorization on ultra analyst Benito Mazzulli and Giviante Gentile and Jason Stanley. Like, who the fuck are these people, bro?
He's like reaching new levels. I don't know how the fuck he's doing that. I don't have a head mod. That's not a thing. Adin Ross is worth so much money he'll never have to work another day in his life. Here he is celebrating one of his false copyright claims that stole 8K from a YouTuber a fraction of his size. That's this disgusting abuse from YouTube's broken copyright system that needs to have consequences.
Somebody who I think might be the biggest copyright troll in the history of YouTube just outed himself. Let's talk about how we got to this point, who this person is, and what this all means for YouTube. So this is iShowSpeed. He is the biggest, most watched streamer on all of YouTube right now. But in the summer of 2022, a lot of YouTubers who were talking about iShowSpeed started to get copyright claims. Here's the first one I could find from a YouTuber called Omni. Now, Omni does commentary. You can see his thumbnail down there. He makes great videos. His face is on the screen. He reacts to things. He's not just reposting clips. With that said, he tweeted, "I'm getting copyright claimed for the iShowSpeed clip in my latest video. Disputed it and got rejected in 10 minutes by Thumb Media affiliate, who I don't think even exists."
Yeah, Omni talked about this under one of my tweets as well. This is like literally a company known for doing false copy strikes. YouTube is aware that they know that they are knowingly doing false copy strikes, and YouTube doesn't give a for the record. YouTube literally did nothing to this company. They have been doing this. Thumb Media affiliate is the one that also came after.
What is a... I wish you would define, what is a false copy strike? Is he saying that he is like filing a copyright claim on something he doesn't own the copyright to, or what is, I'm curious, what is the false copy strikes? I wish you would explain that. I'm really curious what he means by that.
Me as well with Adin. It's the one that Adin is currently celebrating in this tweet.
And on August 11th, 2022, I woke up to this beautiful email in my inbox. I love getting love letters from YouTube. This email was not that. They said, "Hi, Jabroni. A copyright owner using Content ID has claimed some material in your video. It was copyrighted by DRM protection for Cardigan Media by Aegis TM. Claims by Thumb Media affiliate."
Here you have it, identical for the record. A copyright claim was created for content. Andrew Tate cannot handle my questions. Thumb Media claimed it on behalf of Adin. This is the video. I'm right here. The entire content of this video is me debating Andrew Tate. If anything, I should be able to content claim Adin Ross for trying to pose this as his own content, as all he did was sit there like a dumbass. I'm literally in the middle of the video. Are you out of your mind, dude? And his dumb fan base turned around. This has 1.5 million views on my YouTube.
That's not right. It doesn't matter who's doing what. If you ripped a whole video verbatim off of Adin Ross's stream, it doesn't matter if you were the star the whole time. It's his content. He owns this content. It doesn't matter if you were doing everything. He could have literally been doing nothing. He could have not even been on the screen. It could have literally just been a whole video of you the entire time. But if it's on his stream, he owns the content. Didn't Hasan stream it also? Did Hasan upload his stream, or did Hasan upload this stream? It was on his stream and on his call. It doesn't matter if it's on his stream and on his call. I don't know why you guys keep saying that. That doesn't matter. The question is did he upload Adin Ross? Because if he uploaded Adin Ross's stream, then technically it's Adin Ross has the copyright to it. Like, if Hasan uploaded his stream, wouldn't it be Hasan's content? No. Wait, what? This is so simple. What are you talking about? No. It doesn't matter if Hasan is in this video or not. He didn't stream it, only Adin Ross video capture. If only Adin Ross video captured it, yeah, this is Adin Ross's stream. Yeah.
YouTube channel. And they're just trying to milk it. They're trying to take these views and trying to make money off of the video that absolutely is a video that I could claim is mine. It's crazy. I'm on the video. Like, that
doesn't matter if you're on the video. Tom Cruise is in Mission Impossible. Doesn't mean he owns the copyright to the film.
That is the next level of copyright. Okay, it's not even like I'm reacting to the video. I'm trying to retort this by saying it's actually his video since his socials are in the corner. Saw a clip of it a couple days ago. Yeah, I should have never been kind enough to keep his socials in the corner. That was my problem. That was my issue, I guess. I never signed a release. Suck I'll see you in court.
You don't have to sign. I don't know what he means. You have to sign. You don't have to sign a release for anything. How can Hasan not understand this? Wait, I'm so confused right now. This is so simple.
You imbecile. You absolute dumbass. Holy shit. You little. What an absolutely idiotic baboon-like thing to do. Like, oh, yeah, you signed a release? What release did I sign? Did you pay me to appear on that Zoom call? No, you didn't. You don't own that content. It's quite literally me in the video. See you in court like you're gonna do. What do you mean? You think I'm not gonna pursue this? You think I'm not gonna counter? Are you? This is such an objectively incorrect thing to do. And this dumbass is also, again, enough to like do this. Not only is he enough to do this, he's done it to so many people. And most importantly, perhaps most significantly, he's dumb enough to gloat that he's false copy striking people. You idiots. Look at him.
W. Chat, by the way, this is Hassan's head moderator, chat. Put a W in the chat. We stole $8,000 from him. W. He needed that. Yes, yes. Yes. W, yes. Yes.
How absolutely idiotic can you be that you're like false striking people and celebrating it? But here's the thing. With Adin, he's in the gutter, right? He's already dog shit. He already knows that people don't like him at this point, and he's made more money than at this point. The reality is that the crypto gambling casino that runs Stake paid him a bag. He's already made a shitload off of crypto rug pulls about, getting his dumbass fan base hooked on gambling and numerous other things, and yet.
Destiny. Tom Cruise signs waivers and is a paid participant. Hassan's entire argument here applies to all content where people have a gentleman's agreement. Neither party signed or agreed to anything. What gentleman's agreement? If I go on stream with somebody, I have a gentleman's agreement that I can re-upload the whole thing? I've never heard that before. I have to ask everybody. Fresh and Fit, Adam, or things that I go on if I'm not streaming. Yeah, I have to say, like, people ask me, hey, that chat that we just had, can I upload that content? Which, I'm generally chill. I don't really care usually. But yeah, of course you have to ask. There is no agreement that I could just rip your whole VOD just because I was on your stream and I can upload that to my channel.
Yet he's still over here gloating false copy strikes. It's so incredibly dumb to brag about it too, on top of that. Imagine being so that you literally self-snitch. Oh my God. Oh, what a idiot, dude. But he literally said stole. Like he said, first of all, the $8,000 is not even correct for the record. I don't think internet anarchist understands that like it goes into a separate pile when someone copy strikes you and you can counter it and take all of those dollars back. If the video is made $8,000 overall, then it doesn't matter. That means like you made that $8,000 until they copy striked it. They never go to court. They threaten until you give up or back off in a month after you counter twice. Yeah, 100%. It would be so unimaginably to go to court over something like this when you have a false claim here.
These people don't own the content that I posted. The video I posted and a lot of the other people in this story posted are fair use videos, which are completely allowed under United States copyright law. You are allowed to show a piece to critique it. You are allowed to show someone else's clip while you're doing a commentary video, especially if you're reacting to it.
Do you guys want to know why? Do you guys want to know why that's like legally permissible, by the way? Because someone who happens to be my podcast co-host made it legal precedent. His name is Ethan Klein, and his court case quite literally is taught in law books now. It's copyright law. It's literally ridiculous to do some dumb.
I don't understand how Hassan is so uneducated on fair use. Fair use is an affirmative defense in court. It's not like an ironclad like, oh, this is fair use. Fair use is fair use. An affirmative defense means essentially you say, okay, I am guilty of a crime, but I'm not really guilty of a crime because I had a really good reason to do it, right? So for instance, like I could kill somebody if I say it was self-defense, right? So somebody takes me to court for homicide. They say, listen, second degree murder, okay? Boom. And I'm like, okay, hold on. I actually did kill that guy. I did. But I will affirm, I'll admit to that crime, but I did it for this reason. It was a good reason, so I shouldn't have that crime. Fair use is similar, right? I can violate your copyright, and I can rip some of your video, and it is a copyright violation, but not really, because there's a good reason for it. There's an affirmative defense called fair use. I think I should be allowed to critique this or satirize it or news broadcast or whatever.
What's up, homie?
Hi. It's crazy how many YouTubers don't understand what fair use is. Still, I feel like what.
So, I feel you might be a. Listen, it's a weird situation. Let me give you some thought experiments, if you will. Okay, I would state that there are certain times where you can be producing content and it's questionable if you own it.
No. I agree with you. Like, let's say that you call me and then you put my camera up on stream and you just broadcast me for 3 hours and then I upload that broadcast. You could DMCA me. That'd be a fair DMCA, but I could fight that maybe in court. Like, hold on, this was me the whole time. This is he didn't contribute anything. Like, I could fight, but it's not a clear-cut case, right? Like, that would still be something I have to fight, right?
I think my entire view on this right now is that you're going to hate this. I feel like most of streaming is probably, like any React variety streaming is probably mostly illegal. Like, I know you're going to seem this is kind of a weird thing to say, but for instance, if you're browsing YouTube and you watch a YouTube video and it's a 1-minute video or whatever, Do you feel like you
makes it
would be able?
transformative? No, I feel like would have been like a hot take like 7 years ago.
No, okay, so it's not transform, but you do that, right? And then you go and you put your YouTube and you monetize it. So what about if I owned that commercial? Or what about if you just looked at a painting that I did for a brief second on the screen? Like, do you just get to monetize that just because it's not the whole point of your stream? Okay, fine. Maybe you could say because it's such a small part, it doesn't matter. And I'm, even though I didn't talk over it, I'm not being transformative. Okay, what about if now someone clips a portion of that stream and all it is watching my commercial or something? What about then? Who has the copyright over that?
Yeah, we'd all have to fight about it in court, right?
Yeah, what I would say, I think in this situation, I don't know if it's so cut and dry, right? So here's the deal.
Well, hold on. It's fair for a DMCA to be filed, right? Like if Hasan is on somebody else's show, and that guy's streaming a show that he's dragged a bunch of people onto for that conversation, and now Hasan is re-uploading parts of that show, that's a fair DMCA. He set up the conversation. It's his call. It's his friends. Hasan might have been a guest on that conversation, but it's fair for him to say, I own the rights to the show. I want to put this on my YouTube channel. I don't want you cutting it up and just, jacking him an hour or whatever.
Yeah, so I think the reason, like, when you're talking about rebroadcasting Discord, which I think is what this was, right? It was just someone on Discord and then streaming that. Is that right? Mm-hmm. When you do that, the simple act of you streaming that content, I don't know if that makes that content now yours, right? Like in the same way, if you were broadcasting Star Wars on Discord and I screen capped that and streamed it, I don't know if that now is mine, and you have to DMCA me to do it. I don't know if I feel like that's probably not the case. I feel like when you're in a call with a lot of other people, that there's individual people that have ownership over the content that they're creating.
We're not talking about any of that right now, so I don't know why you're bringing that up.
Well, I mean, you kind of are, right? Because you're saying that it was wrong for Hasan's wrong for Adin. This is getting complicated. Basically, you're saying Adin was okay. Adin was okay to DMCA that. I don't know if that's actually the case, just because he got his stream ripped. Because I don't know if he had ownership over the content he was streaming in the first place.
Well, but he did. What do you mean? It was a Discord call that he was broadcasting on his stream. Who else would have ownership over it?
Well, it could be the other. Is there ever a case where multiple people have ownership over content, or if there is a case where direct ownership can't be assigned? I'll put this another way. So right now, people were broadcasting video when they were doing that, correct?
Yeah.
Like Hasan was on video. Would it have been different if instead of Hasan broadcasting his face, he was broadcasting Star Wars?
Wait, okay, I don't know why you're going to this autistic example that is not related at all to this.
I mean, it is. It's a piece of content that's created.
We're not talking about like we're fighting over like other copyrights or trademarks or registered trademarks that are recognized by other people. That's not what we're fighting about right now. Mm-hmm. It's like, for instance, like for the Raj Royale, if I was on the Raj Royale and it was a 4-hour show and I uploaded like the 45 minutes that I was on, and I'm taking that from Raj's stream, even though I'm on it and I might even be the star for that particular segment, that doesn't give me the right to steal his stuff. Like he could rightfully DMCA me if I were to rip that 45 minutes and put it on my channel.
I feel like in this case that's not the case. The
that
reason
is.
I
This
say
is
that,
Raj Royale.
no, I think that if you're going to go and publish this content and be seriously, any real organization would have to get releases from the people that are on it, and that doesn't happen. And I think that it's probably in limbo, and I think there is shared ownership as a result. If not, you would never ever see people getting releases when they do things like getting in a movie. Like, it hasn't been tried in court for streamers and things like that, but it's probably absolutely the case that you should, if you're on the Raj Royale, Austin should be getting a fucking waiver from you. And if he doesn't, I bet he is at risk, legally, that he hasn't done that. And that he probably doesn't have full ownership over that content. If it went down to court in the end, there would probably be some sort of agreement where a portion of the revenue would be derived to this guest and this guest and this guest and everything else. I think that's pretty likely.
I agree that it's hazy and it could be fought in court, but I still think he has every right to DMCA it. Are you saying that like you no longer own the copyright on anything that another person is involved in? Like, for instance, let's say I upload, like, some crazy DayZ scene or whatever. Like, did I need to get a release from the guy that I killed who was shit-talking the mic that made the clip funny for me to publish the content?
Does Dan think the actors own the rights to the movies they start?
If I can add to this, Destiny is right. It is actually a legal precedent that just because there are other subjects in a piece of media that you created, that doesn't mean they own any share of the copyright. Photographers have fought over this before. I used to work as a photographer, that's why I know this. You can take photos of people in public sell those photos as long as they're not used commercially. So say like in a, I don't know, Botox commercial or cell phone commercial, it's fine. There's
You mean so as long as
they
they don't monetize it, is what you're saying?
No. As long as it's not used in a commercial setting, so say to sell a product. So there was a woman whose Facebook photo was used in a Virgin cell phone ad at a subway stop. That was illegal. But if I were to take a photo of that same person and say monetize it in some way, where I run ads on a video that includes her, then that's fine.
I think you're wrong completely. But I don't. I'm not a lawyer.
Damn.
But, I mean, can you take a photo of someone and have the copyright of that? Yes. Can you go and make a business and have a sponsored stream and have ads showing and things like that? No. You can't set up a Twitch stream 24/7 of that stuff. I would be skeptical of that being the case. But I don't think either of us have the legal skills to be like, oh, well, I can point to this case and that and that. I'm just going off my gut. So I understand what you're saying.
The video in question featured a debate between HasanAbi and Andrew Tate, and while Adin Ross was present in the video, he did not play a significant role in the conversation. Destiny defended Adin Ross' right to claim the video, arguing that it was taken from his stream and still had his watermarks on it. However, Dan disagreed, arguing that there was a gentleman's agreement between online content creators that allowed them to use each other's content in certain situations. The situation began when HasanAbi uploaded a video of the debate between himself and Andrew Tate to his channel. The video included footage from Adin Ross' stream, which still had his watermarks on it. Adin Ross then filed a copyright claim on the video, which caused HasanAbi to become angry and frustrated. HasanAbi argued that he had the right to use the footage since he was the one who was carrying most of the conversation and that Adin Ross had not played a significant role in the debate. Destiny, on the other hand, argued that Adin Ross had the right to claim the video since it was taken from his stream and still had his watermarks on it. He felt that HasanAbi was in the wrong for getting angry at Adin Ross for the copyright claim. Destiny's argument was based on the idea that content creators have the right to control how their content is used, even if it appears in someone else's video. However, Dan disagreed with Destiny's argument. He felt that there was a gentleman's agreement between online content creators that allowed them to use each other's content in certain situations. According to Dan, as long as someone appeared on another person's live stream, they were allowed to upload the video to their own channel. This agreement was based on the idea that online content creation was a collaborative effort and that creators should be able to use each other's content to promote their own channels. The debate between Destiny and Dan continued for some time, with both sides presenting their arguments and defending their positions. Ultimately, the disagreement between the two former business partners highlighted the complex and often unspoken rules that exist in the world of online content creation. One of the main issues at the heart of the debate was the question of ownership. Who has the right to control how content is used and distributed? This is a question that has become increasingly important in the world of online content creation, as more and more people are creating and sharing content on platforms like Twitch and YouTube. As these platforms continue to grow and evolve, it is likely that we will see more debates and conflicts over ownership and control. Another issue that was raised by the debate between Destiny and Dan was the question of collaboration. How do content creators work together, and what are the rules and expectations that govern these collaborations? As more and more creators work together to create content, it is important that there are clear guidelines and expectations in place to ensure that everyone is on the same page. The debate also highlighted the importance of communication and transparency. In order for collaborations to be successful, it is important that everyone involved is clear about their expectations and intentions. This can help to prevent misunderstandings and conflicts down the line. Ultimately, the debate between Destiny and Dan highlighted the complex and often unspoken rules that govern the world of online content creation. While there may not be clear guidelines or regulations in place, there are still expectations and assumptions that creators make about how content should be used and distributed. As the industry continues to grow and evolve, it is important that we continue to have these conversations and work towards creating a more transparent and collaborative environment for content creators. Here are some potential solutions to these issues. One potential solution is to establish clear guidelines for how content can be used and shared. Platforms like Twitch and YouTube could create rules and regulations that govern copyright claims and collaborations, which would help to prevent misunderstandings and conflicts. Another solution is for content creators to negotiate agreements with each other before collaborating. This could involve discussing how content will be used and shared, as well as any potential copyright issues. Open communication between content creators is essential for successful collaborations. Creators should be clear about their expectations and intentions, and should communicate openly and honestly about any concerns or issues that arise. Platforms could provide collaboration tools that make it easier for content creators to work together. For example, tools that allow creators to share content and collaborate on projects in real time could help to streamline the collaboration process and reduce the risk of conflicts. Platforms could also provide education and resources for content creators on copyright law and best practices for collaboration. This could help to prevent misunderstandings and conflicts by ensuring that creators have a clear understanding of their rights and responsibilities. In cases where conflicts do arise, platforms could provide mediation and arbitration services to help resolve disputes. This could involve bringing in a neutral third party to help mediate the dispute and find a solution that is acceptable to all parties involved. In conclusion, the debate between Destiny and Dan over the copyright claim on HasanAbi's video highlights some important issues in the world of online content creation. The question of ownership, collaboration, and communication are all important factors to consider when creating and sharing content on platforms like Twitch and YouTube. As the industry continues to grow and evolve, it is important that we continue to have these conversations and work towards creating a more transparent and collaborative environment for content creators.